Alright, here we are. Alright. Oh, one moment. There we go. That should be a bit better. Let's see how the read-through is going. My speech was in 15 minutes, after which the demonstration of Sol Station's FTL drive would commence. It was strange. Reminiscing is hardly my strong suit, but staring out the viewports, waiting to take the podium, I found my mind looking at the past. I think I like that better. You know, I should probably do something. Let's see. My speech was in 15 minutes. Ah. Let's see. I like that better. The pre-opening speech was in 15 minutes. The caravan of mining ships was 2 hours out from reaching the optimal speed for the warp. Pre-opening speech was in 15 minutes. With the caravan 2 hours out from reaching optimal pre-warp speed. That's better. Pre-opening speech. Yes, that's better. Stephanie, welcome back. It has been a while. How are you doing? It was the detective story, right? How's that going? Okay. I'm good, it's going good, and my editing is almost done. Excellent. I'm doing pretty well overall. It's been a bit of a weird week. Bit tired. But I'm hanging in there. Right now I'm going through drafts on the first part. I'm trying to get the humanities introduction part ready. Trying to get it so I can read it through and not be bothered by certain paragraphs or wording. proving a little bit of a challenge. Anyway. My presidential opening speech was in 15 minutes, with a caravan of mining ships 2 hours out from reaching optimal pre-warp speed. I found myself port-gazing while waiting. Coffee and a rare moment of silence, keeping me company. It wasn't my habit to reminisce, but as I stared at the star-spotted void, I found myself looking at the past. Yep, that paragraph definitely feels better. The project had been long and exhausting. Breaking the light barrier had proved the most difficult achievement to date for the United Peoples of Earth. More costly in time and resources than either the Unification War or the terraforming of Earth's shattered ecosystems. The logistics had truly been a nightmare, but maintaining public support had proven nearly as challenging. Sol Station, the warp gate that will connect the Earth and Moon to all of our operations to come across the Sol system. Right now I'm fixing dialogue tags, and I'm trying to stop using said all the time, which has always been a problem of mine. Yeah. That is a mood. I feel like every writer understands that frustration. Hello, Justin. How are you doing today? Ugh. Well, it wouldn't be a ruined writer stream if I wasn't yawning, now would it? Well, I'm glad you got some rest. Hope it wasn't too frustrating on a schedule-wise aspect of it, but sleep is important. Also, you might notice something different about your name in the channel, badge-wise. Gotcha. Sol Station, the warp gate that will connect... You are, yes. You've been coming to practically every stream. You've been chill in the chat. Pretty supportive. It seemed a right time. I wanted to do something to show I was appreciative. Sol Station, the warp that will... Yeah, anytime. Earth and Moon to all of our operations to come across the Sol system truly fits the concept of a megastructure. A titanic halo 20 kilometers in diameter, its span 2 kilometers wide and 1 kilometer deep. The maintenance crew alone neared 10,000 souls. We constructed the station in tandem with the Lunar Colonization Initiative, mining colonies extracting all the resources needed, while also constructing subterranean habitation centers deep underground. The depth and heat of the moon's core maintain habitable temperatures, while fusion reactors provide power to sustain artificial light, hydroponic farms, and a comfortable standard of living. Several million now lived beneath the moon's surface, and the number continues to grow. Excuse me. Despite the moon providing the necessary material, there was only so much of Sol Station's Despite the moon providing the necessary material, there was only so much of Sol Station's construction that could be automated. Let's try. There was only so much we could automate in the station's construction. The problem was that spacesuits lacked dexterity, and zero-G work remained slow and dangerous. Zero-G. No, that's fine. I don't want to do construction twice. We wound up developing neural control VR to allow the engineers and workers to remote pilot repair drones instead, speeding up construction significantly. The drones were able to be more reactive, carry more tools, and be more disposable should any accident occur. That alone had taken 2 years to implement. On in 5, Madam President, chirped Sasha, my virtual assistant. Do I want to go chirped Sasha, my virtual assistant, or chirped my virtual assistant, Sasha? I think I'll go with the latter. Chirped my virtual assistant, Sasha, in my ear. I rose from my seat and walked to stand behind the podium. Arun, elder of the biosynths, waiting ahead of me beside it. They, each biosynth is a localized collection, biosynths back. Being a synthetic random, but I feel like you could do. Is A Night Before Christmas public domain? Let me see. Is was the night before Christmas. Public domain. Okay. So it is public domain. Okay. So the poem The Night Before Christmas. Let's see. It's been a while, so I don't know it off the top of my head. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Oh, wow, that goes a while. Alright, let's see. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature... Wait, hang on. There we go. Backdrop of lo-fi does not really mix with the Christmas song. Alright. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there. The children were nestled, all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads, and Mamma in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave the lustre of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lovely and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Dunder and Blixen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dryly as before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys was flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes how they twinkled, his dimples how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was a chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laid his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprung to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he dove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." And there you go. I suppose that came out okay. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Let's see. All right. Back up once more from the top. I feel like that's awkward. My presidential speech was in 15 minutes, with the caravan of mining ships 2 hours out from reaching optimal pre-warp speed. I found myself port-gazing while waiting, coffee and a rare moment of silence keeping me company. It wasn't my habit to reminisce, but as I stared at the star-spotted void, I found myself looking at the past. The project had been long and exhausting. Breaking the light barrier had proved the most difficult achievement to date for the United Peoples of Earth. More costly in time and resources than either the unification or the terraforming of Earth's shattered ecosystems. Logistics had truly been a nightmare, but maintaining public support had proven nearly as challenging. Sol Station, the warp gate that will connect the Earth and Moon to all our operations to come across the Sol system, truly fits the concept of a megastructure. A titanic halo, 20 kilometers in diameter, its band 2 kilometers wide and a kilometer deep. The maintenance crew alone near 10,000 souls. We'd constructed the station in tandem with the Lunar Colonization Initiative, mining colonies, extracting all the resources needed, while also constructing subterranean habitation centers deep underground. The depth and heat of the moon's core maintain habitable temperatures, while fusion reactors provide the power to sustain artificial light, hydroponic farms, and a comfortable standard of living. Several million now live beneath the moon's surface, and the number continues to grow. Despite the moon providing the necessary material, there was only so much we could automate in the station's construction. Those are not under the same line of thought. I should do something on that paragraph. Let's go with the moon provided the needed... No. While the moon provided material bared than countless problems optimizing construction. There was only so much we could Most of the station was able to be constructed through autonomous drones building and installing off a excuse me. However, they're still far too much needed. The skilled hands of trained minds to problem was that we couldn't any actual having workers directly construct the station not only exposed them to the dangers of space, but required training in zero-G and all the advanced construction needs they would do. It was untenable on such a large scale. Alright, that feels better. We wound up developing neural control VR to allow the engineers and workers to remote pilot repair drones instead, speeding up construction exponentially. By exponentially doesn't technically fit. Speeding up construction explosively. Immensely. Even still, that had taken. Still, that. Nearly, but implementation still took 2 years. There. On in 5, Madam President, chirped my virtual assistant Sasha in my ear. I rose from my seat and walked to stand by the podium. Oh, actually, this is one of the good spots. This is one of the very good few spots where this fits better than a comma. Ironically, conveying the sincerest joy and warmth of any smile today. If any smile today, or any smile I'd seen today. I'd seen today is fine. As usual, I found this in being this any present I suppose for the world. There. All right. I think this section is finally good. Now for the other 2/3 of the damn chapter. Oh well. What do you think, Justin? How do you like this section? Any thoughts? Rylas! Hello, hello. Welcome in. Let me quickly... There. Send a couple of those in response. People of Soul. 5 years ago, we proved FTL was possible. The confines of the universe were not... How to fix that? Alright. 5 years ago, we proved FTL was achievable? Claimable? Attainable? Attainable. Let's go with attainable. We proved FTL was attainable. We proved it was possible fits the most because it's the proof of concept. So let's try changing the other one. The confines of the universe were not possible to overcome. No, we can't. I don't want impossible and then possible so close to each other. The confines of the universe that we were did not need to be saved. That the scale of our universe could be overcome. There. Through your work and dedication, we now stand on the precipice of history. Soul Station stands complete and ready to send us forth into a new age of exploration and development, the likes of which we've never seen before. That feels a little generic, which isn't bad, but hopefully I'll come up with something a little bit better. As many already know from following our public updates, Soul Station will be in operation around the clock. Oh, right. I need to fix that. I think I use Nightbot, so... Do 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 do. Default. Do, do, do. Commercial filters. Okay, so it's not through Nightbot because that's not part of the defaults. Okay. Where does follow age come from? Okay, so Nightbot does have a follow age. What the heck? Adding follow age. Command. I feel like I had this working in the past, so I'm confused. Okay, Nightbot dev. Well, I guess let's try. Supposedly, I can just put this in chat, so we'll see. Okay. Okay, cool. So that doesn't work. Nightbot commands. Custom. Oh, I had already put in follow sense in the pat. No, that's must be just put in now. Hug. Okay, don't need that. Don't need that. Okay. That can go. All right. How to make follow age command. Okay. No, I don't want Streamlabs. I want... Okay. Da, 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 da. Either streamer or moderator is logged into an application or to get a follower information. You'll need to go to... Okay, let's try this. Add. Follow H. Okay, let's try this. And okay, try it one more time. Okay, I have to log into the application. Okay. Now let's try. Well, yeah, I mean, because I can't. All right, but now it is giving a response, so... All right, cool. We got it working. Okay. We will be in operation. This station will be in operation around the clock. Public access will remain limited thanks to the efforts of limited until the completion opening of habitation centers with their respective gates. However, thanks to the efforts of, we have already laid the groundwork for mining stations in the asteroid belt. Construction of smaller scale warp gates will begin within the week. And that quote. A Sol Station allows us the means to develop and expand life beyond our former boundaries. There has already been an explosion of applicants for the space exploration program. I cannot adequately put to words how moved and thrilled I am by this. However, I do feel it is important to reiterate that the responsibility of an explorer is monumentous. This universe is unimaginably vast, and there is no telling what wonders or dangers await us. As the head of the program, it is my responsibility to ensure every individual that receives their permit is capable of ensuring not only their own safety, but the safety of the planets and ecosystems they will encounter. I understand that in the eyes of many, the standards of the program are strict, but I implore every soul that aspires for the stars to face it as the worthwhile challenge and profound opportunity it is. If anything, I can only envision the standards rising as we better understand the universe we are growing into. However, in all my time knowing humanity, there has never been... I ask that this... I ask to not let this discourage any of you. In all of my time knowing humanity, there has never been a challenge that proved too great. All are welcome to apply, free of charge, and there is no limit on attempts. I implore your continued interest in chasing your dreams. As Arun ended their segment, I picked up the cards listing the most vital or alternatively most popular questions. Ah, so this is where I hadn't gotten to yet. Let's make a space so I know where I need to go. Oh, Jesus. I still have this much? Alright, well then I will say this is a good stopping point. Let's see who is on today. Oh, Coffee Cools is on. Cool. Alright. Raid messages are prepared. And we will begin closing as I prepare to raid Coffee Quills. As always, everyone, you may get the sub message by unlocking the emote. It is, unfortunately, something you have to do every day. But it's 80 channel points, and feel free to, if you wish. And, as always, thank you everyone so very much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you all have an amazing day, and please, stay awesome.